Yes, it is a very special occasion. It's going to be a crazy week, but a good one. I'm looking forward to it. And having Novak, Rafa, and Andy there obviously adds even more to it all. It almost looks like I organized it this way, but I really didn't. I was just really happy that everybody was eager to play. We have never had Andy on the team, and so having him on the team is going to be very special. I know it, especially with what he has gone through in terms of injuries. And then I think me too announcing it. I think we have a lot to talk about. Novak and Rafa, of course, great champions, and having them on the team feels so good. Just knowing that they're going to be there. So a lot to look forward to.
At what point did you realize that the Laver Cup was going to be your last event?
Probably only like a month ago. I thought about it before, if this could be it. Just felt my knee was not going to be good enough to play a singles tournament anymore. And honestly, I didn't want to put the knee through it anymore. So the question was really just where to announce it, where could I say goodbye, where could I be during the announcement, because I thought it was important for me not to be a ghost when I announced it and just announce it and then he's not around and he's gone. So, but that there is I'm here, and I'm actually doing okay, and I can do some interviews, and I can let people know that how much I'm looking forward to my next part of my life, and yeah, maybe be able to play something like a doubles or something at the Laver Cup, and if I can still help the team a little bit. And I asked Bjorn Borg if it was okay if I maybe just play the doubles. He's like, whatever it is, Roger, we are so happy to have you on the team, and so I'll do that, and I'll play doubles on Friday, and yeah, so just felt like the Laver Cup was something special for me to be able to say goodbye. Bjorn Borg on the chair, all the other players around, Rod Laver in the arena, just felt very fitting at the end. And London as a city was obviously a special connection to Wimbledon at the World Tour Finals.
How hard and how emotional also was it to accept that your career is going to end now? And were there different stages of acceptance?
Definitely, I went through a lot of ups and downs in the sense of emotional moments. It was all good. It's all meant to be. It's all part of the process, and I guess you could almost call it a bit of grieving, because I will miss the game of tennis. I will miss probably not everything, but 99% of it, I will miss. And I could now name a lot of things, what they are, but the people know what it could be, and that's what it is. And I'm happy I went through those phases of feeling emotional about it, so that's why I can actually sit here, I feel, and actually speak quite relaxed and good about it, because I felt I went through those stages. I think because of it, I will be able to enjoy the weekend much more, instead of being too worried about having to do an interview or speaking to people, meeting people, and just getting all too emotional and all worked up about it.
Reflecting on Laver Cup, how much did you think it would create this sort of excitement that it did, and the spotlight from the fans when it was first launched?
I mean, we're celebrating the 5-year anniversary of the Laver Cup now. We were talking with Thomas Enquist, the coach of Team Europe, today, and he goes, I can't believe it's been 5 years. It really has gone by in a flash. Some incredible matches played, some great emotions and moments we were able to live through. And I'm happy that we're able to stay true to where competitors become teammates. I think that's really lived up to the expectations. I feel like we picked some incredible venues. Looking forward to Vancouver next year, Berlin in 2 years. I think those are great two new additions. I hope it's going to be fantastic to play there. From what I heard, the arenas are amazing. And for me to be having gone to all of them, I have seen the excitement grow, and everybody who has been to the Laver Cup personally or watched on TV, everybody has been pretty much blown away and loved the energy and loved the weekend it gives to tennis, because I think the game of tennis deserves and needs an event like this. And I'm happy that there's so many players who actually want to take part, and I hope they really walk away with a lot of things learned, you know, by sharing, being on a team with teammates they normally would never be on, and then also seeing the past generation as well, being able to speak to the likes of John McEnroe and Bjorn Borg, or seeing the young ones coming through. I think it's been a very special trip so far.
I mean, on paper, Team Europe looks unstoppable. How do you think you're going to avoid complacency?
We will not avoid complacency. I think we know that I am not at my very best. I think also Andy Murray knows that he's not Andy Murray that he used to be, but he still can offer a lot to Team Europe. I think with Rafa and Novak on the team, I think we can be very confident that if they show up and play and perform at their normal level, they're going to be extremely hard to beat. Ruud, who's just been on an incredible run, he knows what he's capable of doing, even on faster indoor courts. Stefanos, he's done very well in the Laver Cup ties. He's won his match against Kyrgios last year, played fantastic. So, and we can use him very well for the doubles as well. So I think we know about our chances. Berrettini also, I think indoors he's going to be very strong. So I think we're looking very good. And the last thing we do on Team Europe or in tennis in general is going to underestimate anybody, because we know about their strength. They have a very strong doubles always. And then indoors, to be honest, best of three with Super Breaker in the third. A lot can happen. We've won a lot of close matches over the years. We're always ready for it to change, but hopefully not this year in London.
Roger, how important is it for you to stay involved in tennis past your career?
Well, I think it would be nice. I don't think it's completely necessary for me to do that, but I would miss it. And I can choose probably to be in it a little bit if I want to. The question is how, and that needs to be answered. I have to go into a bunker and think about it, you know, and really think about it, what the future holds. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm going to think about how to stay involved in tennis. But first and foremost, I want to be a good dad, good husband, be home a little bit more, like I have been in the last couple of years. But if it means that I can maybe commentate from time to time, mentor juniors coming through Switzerland in some shape or form, go visiting tournaments, saying thank you and goodbye, and you know, just seeing them after all these years as a friend. So there's ways, I guess, I could stay involved.
As a child, I'm sure you had dreams of what you want to become and what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Did you ever dream this big?
I really didn't, you know. I see myself as a boy making jokes in the garden of my friends, saying like, and dear Roger Federer wins Wimbledon, you know, and I go to my knees and like, oh yeah, I did win. But it wasn't like, he's going to win 8 times, you know, or he's going to be world #1, or this is not how my dreams were working. My dreams were working, let's try to get on a big court, let's try to become a professional tennis player, let's maybe win Wimbledon one time. So, as I'm telling you, totally exceeded all my expectations.
You actually did that as a child?
Yeah,
You went.
I did.
So you'd be a good announcer.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, that sounded perfect.
Okay.
Look.
I can do better. This was just a quick one.
It's just a sample.
Exactly, just a sample. I have many versions of them.
Would that be an option to be commentator?
You know, it's funny. 6 months ago, I all of a sudden said, you know what, maybe a bit of commentating, you know, in selective tournaments, potentially, who knows, if people think I can bring something to the game, that could be fun. Whereas before I said, no way, would I ever? Why would I do that, you know? But I've really come to love that former great players give back to the game in a way of commentating. Just because I think it is so much fun when a great former player gives their insights, because they know how it feels or what it is like to be out there in a crucial moment. And if people think that'd be cool, you know, maybe I can consider, but I have no plans yet, so I still have to think about it, talk through it, and then eventually decide, I guess.